See if he can recover out the back, though. It looks like Medina's up again. Already had three pretty impressive numbers, and he's on his way to another here. Trying to get rid of a 6-point ride to get further ahead of the wild card. Just pacing himself, just standing patiently, waiting for this last section. And again, just times that end section hit so beautifully. And he feels pretty good about that one.
Huge score.
Huge score.
Two words, huge score.
I almost killed myself trying to win that heat.
He'll do whatever it takes. John Florence has his signature layback to start here at the Bells Bowl today. Loves these powerful open ocean conditions. Look at all the drive off the bottom. Crushes it again.
My gosh.
Unbelievable lines on that 6'2" Ghost. We missed that kind of surfing.
Well, last wildcard victory was Bruno Santos at the 2008 Billabong Pro Tahiti.
So it's been a while.
And he actually beat the winner of the trials in that final, Manel Jolet. So that was a pretty spectacular event. As we see now, Medina, who opened up with a 4.5 on the strength of one maneuver. And have a look at this section. Beautiful bottom turn, and he is going to hang on to the finish. And the crowd has been begging the competitors to hit these end sections all day long and almost sighing when they've shied away from it. So they absolutely chewed that maneuver up.
And the best part about it was the bottom turn.
Take you apart.
Look at that. I mean, look at the drop that he just did. I mean, that looked like he was back in the Eddie Aikau. You know, which he is a winner and a champion of. One of the original big wave events and one of the biggest and best years ever. Is attacks the lip on the outside. Nice layback snap. This is by no way easy wave to surf. Look at all the moguls.
Hey, just thinking about what we've just seen. Owen Wright had an 8.17 on the first. A really good side set wave. John Florence rips into a huge carve and hangs on that rail for an eternity. Again, back up into the pocket. He's going to have a big section to work with here. Just whips one off the top. Down the line, something big's coming our way. John Florence has to get this turn right. 7 minutes to go. He needs an 8.61. Another solid finish. The crowd loves it. Anytime you see a competitor on a big wave here, attacking that end section, you're going to hear a big cheer from the crowd.
You know, you've got to constantly thrive to find those magic carpets. And have a look at this. This looks like an absolute bomb here for Courtney.
Big late takeoff for Conlogue. Board chattering off the bottom. There's that big frontside whip. Look at the size of this section. Courtney's got the speed to burn. Drills it off the top. Holding that bottom turn well. The Sea Tiger winds up again. That forehand so reliable in bigger waves. Looks like she's going to drive and nails it right before the end section. Wow. Well executed performance from a two-time Bells champ. World champs in the audience, from Slater to Medina. No one's leaving the beach now, Potts, when the surf's this good.
And Courtney Conlogue, I think, is just going to be dropping the best wave of the final. A late drop there from her. You talk about the chatter, but that board just driving through it nicely. And again, back into the power source. Deep bottom turn and nails it off the lip again. This wave maintaining its height all the way through, which is going to make for a dramatic finish. Takes her time off the bottom again. Another beautiful swooping maneuver from Conlogue. And nails it shut with a beautiful turn. Joe, I'm seeing that go up into the nines.
Really impressed with that bomb from Courtney Conlogue, and sprayed Strider in the face on that last maneuver. How'd it look from the water?
I think he's nailed it on the head, just to the face. I mean, it was a beautiful, actually, when she dropped in on the wave, she had Malia paddle right across her path. Got that out of her head, dropped in the first turn big, the second turn even bigger in the corner. And then she went by and she had another turn midway. Then she came to the inside and slammed it shut. So just a beautiful executed ride out here. That's the wave she was looking for. And that was the one that she needed to get, because she had to show what she could do out here on this wave.
So radical in that performance, staying low to ride out free. And there's the celebration. Well-earned claim there. As he asked for the 10 at the end of that one. Will she get it, Potts? And the answer is total confirmation. A 10-point ride for Courtney Conlogue.
Yeah, that was a great performance, and what an amazing moment for him. And here he is again.
Oh, dynamic opening turn, just digs that rail in. Powerful bottom to top turn combination. And a great bull opening up in front of him. The wave of the heat for Kanoa Igarashi. And now setting up for this finishing section. Goes powerful on the tail. Is he going to ride out? Makes it out smooth. And really just showing that confidence of the yellow jersey. The rookies just took dominance over that veteran pack. It was kind of wild to see all 5 of them making it through. Tyler Wright now having a look in front of her, goes for the layback snap to start it off with. Great off the bottom top turn combination. Finding that style, that flow and grace as she comes through to this inside section. Cutting back and lining it up to go more vertical, to get that tail loose for a minute and have a straight stare back to the beach.
And the way he attacked that last ride, he's going to get close to the number. On the outside though, Florence with a big section. Big transition snap there. Climbs the roof. Great lip line float to project back out onto the open face. Now goes to that trademark layback that just possesses so much power. And he gives a couple of versions of that same turn. He was trying to up the ante on his previous ride, had a 7.5, didn't quite do it. That one will.
Here we go. He's going to fight back.
Well, he needs to, and this wave has to count. He has to go excellent with this one. Swings the tail around, needs the brake combination on this wave. Couple of big turns to start, huge layback. So much speed. Exiting that turn, he climbs up into the pocket one more time. He had to stuff that extra turn in. He's chasing huge numbers just to better himself. Came down the hard way too. Didn't really find the transition he was looking for.
No, this is an amazing one. I mean, he saw Kolohe earlier, and he got sky high, and he had to wrestle it down. And yeah, he acknowledged that. That was a really difficult alley-oop to land. He had to land right in that bounce as the wave broke halfway down the face, and he's super stoked.
Yeah, it calls for the cab. And the numbers coming through, it's looking pretty solid. Really lofty. In fact, got to a point in that alley-oop where he was able to tweak that tail a little bit and just accentuated the height.
In the Toledo heat, that Morgan went, I've just got to push the envelope a bit harder. I've got to get above that lip line.
Well, let's see what Florence does here. First mission for him, get as much speed as possible before ripping into this big carve. Again, sets the rail so high in the face. Unbelievable. Back-footed jam on the second maneuver. So really did make the most of those 2 big sections on the outside. Now flowing through to the inside. This guy is desperate to even up this head-to-head record with Morgan. And I think he wants to teach him a lesson here.
Wow.
For what's to come, because it feels like she's still going to be chasing that big number as Tyler looks to get rid of the 6.33. Couple of big turns on the outside. There's that variation that Rich was touching on earlier on. The ability to swing that tail around. It's a real point of difference when everyone else is throwing carves to be able to drift those fins a little bit. Almost pushing aboard to the point of release a couple of times there as she rolls now through to the inside, climbs up into lip, sends a bit of spray up into the sky, and a nice floating move to finish there. That was right on the beach.
Filipe is a little bit more charismatic, a little bit more how Parko competed, really fun and energetic, as we see Phil paddling in this one.
Getting things started early, Toledo. Nice, clean swoop off the bottom. Steep section here, and he hammers the section. So swift in transition through that carve, and again leans on the rail hard, and he hammers it. Big layback, great variation shown already. What a start for Toledo. Knows he needs to put the foot down. John Florence has come off the 2 highest scoring heats of the contest so far, and one of the highest scoring heats we've seen this season. And Toledo's not done with this one. If anyone's going to throw something big on the end section, it's this guy. It's a clean finish and a big way. And he goes down, and Griffin Colapinto now gets an opportunity to really make him pay for it. Great start, rides that tail, and absolutely hammers the end section.
Oh, he's just picked up where he left off. And you can see the pace of Griffin surfing. It's just gone up a notch. The board looks amazing under his feet. He's in total control. He's just going wherever he wants to on the wave, doing whatever he wants.
Support crew is unbelievable, even when they bomb out. Here's a bigger wave for Jacko.
Important one. Baker gets some speed. Connects well with the first whitewater section. A big blast off the lip. Winds up to shut it down, and Jackson can't help but celebrate.
Pretty stoked with that.